Okay students, class 11th mathematics CBSE. Today we are doing the questions of the miscellaneous exercise on chapter number 8, that is complex numbers. Okay, we have already done the previous exercises and the topics of this chapter. Okay, means we have already got the standard form of the complex number, then geometrical representation of the complex number, polar representation of the complex number, and after that we have find the solutions or the roots of the quadratic equation in which the discriminant d is less than 0. That is the quadratic equation with imaginary roots. Okay, now today we will solve the questions of the exercise chapter number 8. This exercise contains the topic of all that we have already done. Okay, means we will do the questions related to all the topics. Okay, so without wasting the time, let us start question number 1. Question number 1 of this chapter is, question number 1 is evaluate iota to the power 18 plus 1 upon iota to the power 25 whole power 3. Okay, we have to evaluate this. So this is equals to iota to the power 18 can be written down as 4 into 4 plus 2 plus 1 upon iota to the power 25 to the power 3. And this is equals to iota to the power 2 plus, this can be written down as iota to the power 4 into 6 plus 1. So this is equals to iota square plus 1 upon iota to the power 3 is equals to iota square is minus 1 plus iota to the power 3 upon iota to the power 1 into iota to the power 3. Multiplying iota to the power 3 in numerator and denominator both. This is equals to minus 1 plus iota to the power 4 is 1, iota to the power 4 is 1, iota to the power 3 and whole power 3. This is equals to minus 1 plus iota to the power 3 is equals to minus iota. So minus iota to the power whole power 3. Okay, so this can be written down as taking minus outside the bracket, we will have minus 1 plus iota to the power 3. Now expanding the obtained bracket using x plus y to the power 3. So this is equals to minus 1 cube, that is 1, plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, that is iota cube. So this is equals to minus 1 plus 3 iota minus 3 into 1, that is minus 3 plus iota cube, that is minus iota, equals to minus 1 minus 3 minus 2, 3 iota minus iota plus 2 iota. So equals to 2 minus 2 iota, that is 2 into 1 minus iota. Okay, so the value of this equals to 2 into 1 minus iota, or the standard form of this is equals to 2 minus 2 iota. Real part of the given complex number is 2 and imaginary part of the complex number is equals to minus 2. Okay, in this way we can solve the question. Okay, no problem in this question. Question number 1, we have just to simplify or to find the standard form of the given complex number. Okay, now let us take the question number 5th. Directly taking the question number 4. Question number 4 of the miscellaneous exercise. That is x minus iota y is given as under root a minus minus iota b upon c minus iota d. Okay, and we have to prove that x square plus y square is equals to under root whole square a square plus b square upon c square plus d square. Okay, so this is given and this we have to prove. Okay, so not a difficult task. This is equation number first. Okay, write down the complex conjugate of the equation number first. So complex conjugate that is x plus iota y is equals to under root a plus iota b upon c plus iota d. Equation number second, multiplying first and second, x minus iota y multiplying x plus iota y is equals to under root a minus iota b upon a c minus iota d multiplying under root a plus iota b upon c plus iota d. That is x square plus y square is equals to under root a minus iota b a plus iota b upon c minus iota d c plus iota d. Okay, after multiplying this a minus iota b, the multiplication of a minus iota b and a plus iota b is a square plus b square. So this is a square plus b square and similarly this is c square plus d square. Now squaring on both the sides, we will have x square plus y square whole square equals to square root will cancel, sign of square root will cancel. We will have a square plus b square upon c square plus d square. Okay, so this is the solution or that we wanted to obtain. Okay, so given is x minus iota y equals to under root a minus iota b upon c minus iota d, and we have proved that x square plus y square whole square equals to a square plus b square upon c square plus d square. Okay, so this was question number 4 of the exercise miscellaneous chapter number 5. Now let us take the another question. Question number 5, first part of the question number 5. Question number 5, first part. Given that z equals to 1 plus 7 iota upon 2 minus iota square, 2 minus iota whole square. Okay, convert the following in the polar form. We have to obtain the polar form of this given complex number z. Okay, so before obtaining the polar form, we have to convert this given complex number in standard polar form. Okay, so converting this in standard polar form, multiplying or expanding this 2 minus iota square, this is equals to 1 plus 7 iota upon expanding this a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab to the 4 iota plus b square iota square equals to z is equals to 1 plus 7 iota upon 2 to the 4 minus 1 3 minus 4 iota multiplying 3 plus 4 iota upon 3 plus 4 iota. Okay, after expanding this we have got 3 minus 4 iota, and now multiplying this by the complex conjugate of the complex number in denominator, that is 3 minus 4 iota. Complex conjugate of 3 minus 4 iota is 3 plus 4 iota upon 3 plus 4 iota. So multiplying this we will have 3 1 ja 3, 3 7 ja 21 iota plus 4 iota plus 28 iota square upon 3 3 ja 9 plus 4 4 ja 16 equals to 3 21 plus 4 25 iota plus iota square equals to -1, so -28 plus 3 minus 25, minus 25 plus 25 iota upon 25. So equals to, taking 25 as common, -1 plus iota upon 25. 25 will cancel 25, so z equals to -1 plus iota. Okay, so the standard form of the complex number is -1 plus iota. Okay, first of all we have to obtain the standard form of this complex number, and that is -1 plus iota. Okay, so standard form is -1 plus iota. Now we have to convert this in polar form or trigonometrical form. Okay, so let this is equals to r cos theta plus iota r sin theta. The polar form of the complex number is this. Okay, equating. After equating, we will get r cos theta is equals to -1 and r sin theta is equals to +1. Okay, so squaring and adding r square cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to -1 square plus 1 square. So r square equals to 2, means r equals to √2. So magnitude is √2. Okay, we are converting this in polar form, and to convert the given complex number in polar form we have to obtain the magnitude and amplitude. So this is the magnitude. Now we have to obtain the amplitude of given complex number. Cos theta is negative, sin theta is positive, so amplitude will lie in second quadrant. Okay, so from solving first and second, solving first and second, r sin theta upon r cos theta is equals to 1 upon -1, that is tan theta is equals to -1, that is minus tan pi by 4. Okay, now since the amplitude lies in second quadrant, as cos theta is negative and sin theta is positive, so this is equals to tan of pi minus pi by 4, that is tan 3 pi by 4. Okay, so theta is equal to 3 pi by 4. This is amplitude and this is magnitude. Now the complex form or the polar form of the given complex number z is equals to r cos theta that is √2 cos 3 pi by 4 plus √2 sin 3 pi by 4. Okay, this is the answer. This is the answer, or this is the polar form of the given complex number. Okay, not a difficult task. First of all, convert the given complex number in standard form if it is not given. Okay, then compare this with r cos theta plus iota r sin theta. After comparing, we will obtain two equations, and solving these two equations we will obtain the value of r and theta. Okay, now let us take the question number 9. Question number 9 of the miscellaneous exercise chapter number 5th. Question number 9. (21x² minus 28x plus 10 is equals to 0). This is the quadratic equation. Okay, and we have to solve this, or we have to obtain the roots. Okay, let the d a equals to 21, b equals to -28, and c equals to 10. So d is equals to 28 square minus 28 square minus 4 into 10 into c, that is 21. 28 square equals to 28 square minus 4 into 10 into 21. Okay, so this is less than 0. minus 28 square equals to 784 minus 840. Okay, so equals to minus 64 equals to minus 56 less than 0. D less than 0 implies that roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary. Okay, now roots are x equals to minus d that is minus 28 plus minus under root b square minus 4ac d that is minus 56. Okay, so minus 56 upon 2a, 2 into 21. So x is equals to 28 plus minus iota. This is 2 under root 14. 2 under root 14 upon 2 into 21. So roots are x equals to, taking 2 as common, 14 plus minus iota under root 14 upon 21. Crossing 2, taking common. Okay, so roots are x equals to 14 plus iota under root 14 upon 21 and x is equals to 14 minus iota under root 14 upon 21. So these are the roots of the quadratic equation in question number 9. Okay, now we will solve the question number 10. Question number 10 of the exercise. Question number 10 of the exercise. Question number 10 of the exercise. Z1 is equals to 2 minus iota. Z2 is equals to 1 plus iota. Find Z1 plus Z2 plus 1 upon Z1 minus Z2 plus 1 is equals to Z1 2 minus iota plus Z2 1 plus iota plus 1 upon Z1 minus Z2 2 minus iota minus Z2 that is minus 1 minus iota plus 1 is equals to magnitude of 2 plus 1 plus 4 iota minus iota upon 2 minus iota minus 2 iota. Okay, so this is equals to 2 upon 1 minus iota, multiplying 1 plus iota upon 1 plus iota equals to 2 upon 2 into 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota that is 1 plus 1 equals to magnitude 1 plus iota, and magnitude 1 plus iota equals to 1 plus 1 that is 1 square plus 1 square equals to under root 2. Okay, so the value of the given complex number, very simple to find. Just put the value of Z1 and Z2 plus 1, Z1 minus Z2 plus 1, solving this, taking common and cancelling 2 upon 1 minus iota, multiplying with complex conjugate, and after that we will have the answer. Okay, so not a difficult task, very easy question. Question number 12. Now let us take the question number 12. Question number 12. Question number 12 is Z1 is equals to 2 minus iota and Z2 is equals to minus 2 plus iota. Okay, and we have to find the real part of Z1 Z2 upon Z1 whole bar. Real part of Z1 Z2 upon Z1 whole bar, that is real part of Z1 Z2 2 minus iota minus 2 plus iota upon Z1 bar, conjugate of Z1 that is 2 plus iota. Okay, so 2 plus iota. Now we have to solve this only. We have to simplify this. So this is equals to real part of minus 4 plus 2 iota minus 4 plus 2 iota plus 2 iota minus iota square upon 2 plus iota. So this is real part of minus 4 plus 1, 5 plus 4 iota upon 2 plus iota. Multiplying 2 minus iota, 2 minus iota means complex conjugate of this. Multiplying complex conjugate of this, that is 2 minus iota upon 2 plus iota equals to real part of 2 5 are 10 plus 8 iota minus 5 iota minus 4 iota square upon 2 2 are 4 plus 1 equals to real part of 10 plus 4 14 plus 3 iota upon 4 plus 1 5. Okay, so real part of this, real part of 14 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5 iota is equals to 14 upon 5. Okay, real part of this is 14 upon 5. So this is the solution. Not a difficult task, very easy questions if we understand or if we know the concept and fact, formula, figure, etc. of the complex numbers. Okay, so this was question number 10. Now let us take this was question number 12. Now let us take the question number 14. Okay, question number 14 is question number 14 is question number 14 is find the real numbers x and y if x minus iota y 3 plus 5 iota is conjugate of minus 6 minus 24 iota. Okay, we have to find the value of x and y if this multiplication is conjugate of this. So this multiplication means x minus iota y multiplying 3 plus 5 iota is conjugate of this, means minus 6 minus 24 iota conjugate. Okay, this is given. This is given. Now I think there is no problem to find this. Okay, so multiplying this 3x plus 5x iota minus iota 3y minus 5y iota square is equals to minus 6 plus 24 iota. Conjugate of this is minus 6 plus 24 iota. Conjugate of a complex numbers obtained after interchanging iota and minus iota with minus iota. Okay, so this is 3x and iota square equals to minus y, that is plus 5y. Plus taking iota is common, 5x minus 3y is equals to minus 6 plus 24 iota. Now comparing this, now we are comparing or we are equating the two complex numbers. Okay, real part is equals to real part and imaginary part is equals to imaginary part, that is by 3x plus 5y is equals to minus 6, 5x minus 3y is equals to 24. Okay, so after solving this we will get the value of x and y. So multiplying this by 5, this by 3 and this by 5, we are having 9x plus 25y equals to minus 18. Multiplying this by 5, 5 is 25x minus 15y. Multiplying this by 3 5 is 15. Minus 15y equals to 24, 5 is 120. Multiplying this equation by 3 is 9x plus 15y equals to minus 18. Multiplying this by 5 is 25x minus 5 3 is 15y equals to 25 4 is 120. So adding this will cancel this, 34x is equals to now 102. So x equals to 102 upon 34 equals to 3. So x is equals to 3. X is equals to 3. Now putting x is equals to 3 in any one of the equation number 1 or equation number 2. So from equation 1, 5y is equals to 5y equals to minus 6 minus 3x. 5y equals to minus 6 minus 3 into 3. 5y equals to minus 6 minus 9 5y equals to minus 15, y equals to minus 3. So y equals to minus 3 and x equals to 3. This is the solution or the values of x and y after solving the given quadratic, given complex equation. Okay. This was question number 14. Now let us take the question number 16. Question number 16 is a must. We will do this question number 16 and then 17. Okay. These two questions are must. So question number 16. Question number 16 is, if x plus iota y whole square is equals to u plus iota v, okay, then show that u upon x plus v upon y equals to 4 into x square minus y square. Okay, so we have to solve this equation. And to find the value of u and v. So solving this means x plus iota y whole cube. X plus iota y whole cube equals to a cube plus 3a square y plus 3a y square plus y cube is equals to u plus iota v. So x cube plus iota 3x square y plus minus y square 3xy square iota cube minus iota y cube is equals to u plus iota v. Okay, after solving this, iota square is minus 1, so minus 3xy square, iota cube equals to minus iota, so minus iota y cube equals to u plus iota v. Now x cube minus 3xy square plus taking iota is common 3x square y minus y cube is equals to u plus iota v. Okay, so we have put the right left hand side in standard form, a standard complex number. Okay, now comparing or equating the two complex numbers means equating the real and imaginary parts separately. So equating this, u equals to x cube minus 3xy square and v is equals to v, that is imaginary part, equals to 3x square y minus y cube. Okay, so u is equals to taking x as common, x square minus 3y square, v is equals to taking y as common 3x square minus y square. Now this is u upon x is equals to x square minus 3y square and v upon y is equals to 3x square minus y square. Now adding equation number first and second. Adding first and second, we will have u upon x plus v upon y is equals to x square plus 3x square 4x square minus 3y square minus y square minus 4y square. Okay, so taking 4h common, x square minus y square, this is u upon x plus v upon y. Okay, so this is the solution of question number 16 of the miscellaneous exercise chapter number 5. Now we will solve one more question, question number 17. 17 is a must question, so let us take the question number 17. Let us have the solution of the question number 17. Question number 17 is, if alpha and beta are different complex numbers with magnitude beta is equals to 1, then find beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta. We have to find this. Alpha and beta are complex numbers. Alpha and beta are complex numbers and we have to given that magnitude beta is equals to this. That is beta bar is equals to 1. We know that magnitude z equals to 1. So magnitude z square is equals to z conjugate. So magnitude beta square, that is 1, beta bar equals to 1. Okay, now we have to find this. Now the given expression is beta minus alpha upon 1 minus alpha bar beta. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to put the value of 1 is equals to beta bar. So put 1 equals to beta bar in denominator. This is equals to beta minus alpha upon 1 equals to beta bar minus alpha bar beta. Okay, any problem? I think no problem is there. So this is equals to, now taking beta is common in denominator, beta minus alpha upon beta is taking as common beta bar minus alpha bar. Okay, and this is equals to beta minus alpha upon beta into beta minus alpha bar. Okay, so this is equals to magnitude beta minus alpha upon magnitude beta minus alpha bar. Okay, we know that magnitude z equals to magnitude z bar. So this will cancel this, equals to 1 upon magnitude beta equals to 1 upon 1 equals to 1. Okay, so this is the solution. This is the solution of question number 17 of miscellaneous exercise chapter number 5th. Now we will take the question number 20, last question of the chapter, that is question number 20. Question number 20 is, if 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota to the power n is equals to 1. Okay, this is given, then find the least positive integral value of m. Least positive integral value of m we have to find. Okay, so this is equals to 1 plus iota to the power n multiplying 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota multiplying 1 plus iota upon 1 plus iota to the power n equals to 1. Multiplying within the bracket by its conjugate, by the conjugate of the complex number in denominator, means 1 minus iota. Its complex conjugate is 1 plus iota. Okay, so 1 plus iota square upon 1 minus iota 1 plus 1. Okay, to the power n is equals to 1, means 1 upon 2 to the power n, 1 plus iota to the power 2m equals to 1, means 1 upon 2 to the power n. Now solving this, 1 plus iota whole square, 1 plus iota whole square, 1 plus iota whole square, that is 1 plus 2 iota minus 1 to the power n equals to 1, means 1 upon 2 to the power n, 2 iota to the power n equals to 1, means 1 upon 2 to the power n, 2 to the power n, iota to the power n equals to 1, means iota to the power n equals to 1. Iota to the power n equals to 1, it means m is multiple of 4. M is multiple of 4 and r is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. So r equals to 1 means m is equals to 4, 8, 12, 16 and so on. And least m is equals to 4. Okay, so least m is equals to 4. This is the solution of the last question, question number 20 of the chapter number 5th. Okay, thank you.